it was like something straight out of Vietnam. It was all the smoke that was going on, the vehicles, the sirens, the helicopters getting bucket drops out of the lake. It was just one of the eeriest feelings I had ever had. And then we had to escape out of here down Painted Rocks Road, which is the road I live on here, and that's when I drove through and saw all the ranch burned and several of my neighbors' homes and stuff on fire through here. Yeah, it was hard to make the decision to rebuild. Well, you know, will people still come visit? Will people still like it here? I'm really glad that we did. There's been a lot, like I said, a lot of positive input from the guests that have stayed out here. Well, I just look back at just the number of hours that we spent on revegetating, planting trees out here, and it's paying off. It's pretty amazing that the first 5 years it seemed like it was just the work that we had done that paid off, but in the last 5 years it's just phenomenal what Mother Nature's doing on her own. Gosh, there's just, I mean, thousands and thousands of seedling trees that are popping up on their own out here. And that's a slow process. A tree that's 3 inches tall can be 2 years old.
When I first got here, there was hardly anything across the landscape in terms of any kind of vegetation, whether it was grass or knick or yucca even. And you just over the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 years, I've really seen an explosion of grass. And you can tell it in the wildlife populations, because we've seen a lot more sign of deer and elk in this country over the last 2 to 3 years than we did in the first, 4 or 5. So I mean, there's been a dramatic shift, and there's been a lot more animals that have come back into this country that are utilizing this country as we currently stand here. I think it shows that, at least on some level, the landscape's recovering.
I always hear the question too that, when's it ever going to be back the way it was? And you know what? I hope it's never back the way it was. Like I said, we had 400 to 500 trees per acre out here. There was nothing but pine needles on the ground. There was very little wildflowers. There was hardly any wildlife out here because there's nothing to eat. And the wildlife has just exploded out here since the fire. And this is just a natural process that Mother Nature would like to have, that it needs to go through the cycle.